dishwater. I'll just go ahead and I'll take the
I
dishwater.
thought somebody was jacking with me first time I tasted it. I really did.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty.
Now you got to reposition the camera because
I know it. How's the camera? Fix that for me, Mr. Lewis. You're a musician. You know what, dude? Honestly, it rolls off. And now, you know, I've always loved as close to perfect as being possible. Things going perfect, not being perfect. But as a musician, brother, we run into gremlins, dude, at least 50% of the times at a gig.
dude, if it's ever going 100%,
You know what I'm saying?
if it's ever going 100%,
Something ain't right.
I'm leaving. Let me book this on another night.
Right.
I don't have,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah, you know.
because I'm too big on karma, man. I mean, you know,
I'm going to put this closer to
I'd
you,
rather
Mr.
have
Brit.
something be a little bit screwed up than you know, go 100% because
I know it, brother.
Yeah, I've had to tell a couple of my band members a couple times, if I'm not being erratic before and complain about something's gonna go wrong.
I agree, brother. I
Let's
agree.
get this out of the way
So
now.
Exactly.
Are you one of those cats that like you got your pre-show rituals and stuff like that you like to do?
To an extent.
To an extent, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I was bad about that back in the day when I was younger. I know I could not go anywhere near the microphone until I had 4 or 5 shots in me.
Mm-hmm.
You know, smoke a half a pack of cigarettes or whatever, and it's like, okay, now I'm ready.
Yeah.
And now, brother, now that you're clean, because I didn't, and now notice I have not announced you as Darrell. Is Darrell still here or is he gone?
Darrell's still around. I mean,
All right.
it's just a moniker. It just no longer stands for derailing off the off the tracks.
Yes, I got
Yeah,
you.
I mean,
Now turn this.
you can thank Mr. John Maxwell for that nickname. I don't know why he came up with it, but he did.
What a great name, though. I
Back,
love it.
like early 2000s when we were doing Slow Ember. For some reason, you know, it used to be Doc a long time ago.
Right.
And I had it tattooed on my arm, and people would always see the DOC, and they'd be like, "Oh, Department of Corrections, when we're doing." No, let me cover that up. But yeah, I don't know where he came up with that, but it stuck, and that was like I said, 2000 or 2001, whenever Slow Ember.
It has, and it's I mean that's just what I call you. But I know, you know, you also like we called Darrell, because I always thought Darrell was not an alter ego, but somebody that comes up or shows up after a few drinks.
For a whole hot minute, that's the way it was. Honestly, I mean, you know, you could tell because I was a huge fan of vodka.
Oh yeah.
And, you know, Jaeger, of course, Red Bull, you know, Red Bulls, but vodka's what put me in the hospital, and yeah, I do miss it, but sometimes I'm not gonna lie, I do miss the parties sometimes.
Right.
But honestly, at the end of the night, I've started using in-ear monitors nowadays.
Right.
I'm not screaming as much. You know, I feel better.
Yes.
Physically than I did.
You were just slowly, you know, not trying to say we're perfect because I drink, but what I'm saying, in that amount or in excess, it's poisoning your body. Of course, you feel better.
I mean, that's what, you know, when I went into the hospital, and then the doctors, you know, told me when they released me, it's like, if you don't stop drinking like you're doing, you'll be dead before Christmas. And this was April of last year, 2020.
Wow, brother.
And it's like, you'll be dead by Christmas if you keep it. Because I was drinking a gallon to a gallon and a half of vodka pretty much every day for an entire year. From right around the time that the Grunge did that show at the warehouse, March 20th or whatever it was that we did that show.
Right.
From about that time, which is funny because I think we had just entered or was just fixing to enter that full blown lockdown.
Right. Oh, that's right.
And
that's right.
once I got that first stimulus check, that was it. I mean, I can tell you which 2 liquor stores by my house got the majority of those $1,200 that I got over that year.
I hear you, dude.
But yeah, I just you know, when I went back for a checkup, the doctor was, you know, he's like, "Well, how you handling it? You're not drinking." I was like, you know. Because I had told him I've been an alcoholic, and I'm still an alcoholic. I'm just recovering alcoholic.
Right.
It was like, I've been doing that for 35 years, you know, and I got lucky. I didn't have any real physical damage to me. He was like, you'll be healing.
Right.
It's like, what do you miss it? I was like, really? I just miss the social aspect of it. Having something in your hand, standing around bullshitting with people and everything. And he's like, you can have non-alcoholic beer. They do.
And that's
have
what you're
that.
drinking right now.
Yeah, and I was like, you could have told me that 3 months ago when I went home, because I've been ready to strangle some, you know.
Yes, no, I hear you, brother.
So, and I've gotten really, really fortunate as far as like every place that I play is cool with it. They're like, they'll either get me something non-alcoholic or they'll let me bring my own in.
Okay,
which is very cool. You know, and there's so many good. I mean, Budweiser makes a non-alcoholic. Coors makes a non-alcoholic.
Wow.
And
Never knew that.
Heineken makes a non-alcoholic. There's if you go to the HEB on the South Valley Mills, there is an entire section of like non-alcoholic
Yeah.
IPAs and everything.
That's the
else
soda section. That's what you're talking. You're talking about the soda section.
No, it's in there with the beers. Yeah, but no,
The grape juice. That's the non-alcoholic wine.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
But no, okay, no, I never knew that. I never knew Coors did. Never knew Budweiser did.
They just started doing it not too long ago.
Well, you know,
Even
that's a good
Busch has
thing.
got a
So
non-alcoholic.
how does it taste?
It
Tastes
tastes
like
exactly
beer.
like beer.
Does it taste like beer?
That's
So-
the only reason I drink it is
Slimmy Wallace says, if you drink enough of those, you get the same hangover. Even he goes, whatever the ingredients are, if you drink like
'cause you're-
10 non-alcoholic,
Which is dehydration. That's
yeah,
what it
it's-
basically.
he
Yeah.
goes, you still get a pretty big hangover.
You- I
too.
would have.
Oh, that sucks, dude. Come on,
With my system in history, I'd have to drink a tanker truck
Yeah,
to,
yeah.
to get a buzz.
So he wakes up fine.
Yeah. If I'm able to come
Do-
down off
do-
the high of playing that night.
Do you?
and sleep, so-
I don't mean to cut you off, but like your hangovers not being there anymore. How does that feel?
dude, that's honestly.
Because you were still getting hungover, right? I mean, a gallon and a half, really?
No, I never got hungover because I was never sober for that
Ah,
entire year.
got you.
I have so many sometimes days at a time that are just blank.
You weren't chasing the dragon. It's just the party kept going.
Yeah, I was
got you.
drunk for a year straight, and I'm still making up, and apologizing to my kids for. I've never been a mean person.
Never,
drunk or sober.
dude.
Yeah.
But
Super
Sometimes
dude.
that can be the worst
yeah,
thing for you at times because nobody's.
I
yeah,
got
and
you.
more people take advantage of you too.
Oh,
when you're
yeah,
Mr.
yeah.
Nice Guy all the time.
Yeah, yeah.
But I'm making it up to them because of the blackouts, and I put so much stress on them. And I took their lives into my own hands many times just because I wasn't, I was the only vehicle,
Right.
transportation.
Right. Wow.
So many times when I crawl home and it's like, or picking them up, taking them to work, and it's like still drunk.
Dude, there's nothing more. Well, that's an exaggeration. There are a lot more things scarier.
Mm-hmm.
But for me, it scares me to. And you've known me. I will not overdrink not because I want to be a responsible driver or responsible person or whatever. One, I feel like crap, but two, I'm scared to get DWI, dude. I can't afford that.
Yeah, the one time I got one.
15 G's, 10, 15 G's, get out of here.
Yeah, the only time I've ever had a DWI, knock on wood, it was September of 2015. I had just gone to a Los Roches show
Oh, hell.
at El Chico.
That's,
And
a lot of people have that same story.
yeah, and it was like, and I remember it was the end of September because it was like around the time of the anniversary of my mom's passing.
Right.
And so we all got down at El Chico listening to y'all play, and then we went over to Aces and
Which was very convenient.
slammed
It was convenient in so many ways. One, our boy owned it, and two, it was right there by El Chico.
Well, and I slammed like 6 shots of vodka. It was
God,
like 10 o'clock at night.
damn.
And I was like, okay, I'm fixing to go home, so I'm going to slam them, and then it'll be hitting me about the time I get home. That's the one night that I'm going down the same street that I've gone down 100 times. That's the one night I was doing 4 miles over the speed limit and got
Son
popped.
of a gun.
And that cop set me there and kept me there, and he could see, I was like a sponge. He could just see that stuff, just getting into my system more and more and more. And I was lucky. I got to watch the video from the dash cam and from the body cam of the cop. My lawyer let me see him.
Right.
And I was like, "There's no way I could have talked my way out of that shit."
Oh,
I was so
my
stammering,
gosh.
and, it's, But you live and you learn, and the fact that I'm still alive, I'll just.
Yes.
take
You
that
know
in,
what?
so.
At the end of the day, it was a mistake. It's just money, and you're here, brother.
Mm-hmm.
How about gigging wise, gentlemen? I know I don't want to get everybody depressed, but I'm very happy that he's not that way. I'm telling you, I'm proud of you. You look great, brother. You look so great and you look happier. And I know you're a happy drunk, but you just look like you're focused. You got your side hustle, which is your main hustle is playing music, but your side hustle is fixing everybody's gear or people's gear that need it, musicians. So, I take you. You're the first person I call for anything that needs to be done. Call this boy right here. He does great work. Even here in the studio, you did some studio work for me right here with the soldering with those mounts. So anyway,
I'm not great at it, but I charge just low enough that where if I don't do it right, you can still go get somebody else to do it. But me and Brit were talking about that a while ago. He's got an acoustic that I might be doing an install for him. Never know. But
Darrell's is like me, dude. We've been hustling gear forever. I've had so many great sets of gear that have come and left me because trading up or different reasons. Dude, me and Darrell are the same way. I'm telling you, dude.
I guarantee I've actually come across some of my old guitars and stuff out in the pawn shops when I'm hitting them. Like, man, you're charging way more than I ever paid for that thing.
How about what's one? Actually, I got, let's say two because I had two of them. Two pieces of gear that you sold that you wish you had here. What in the hell was that? Is it raining or something? Or what the?
That I wish I still
That
had.
was the air conditioner.
What's that?
It's air conditioner.
Oh, in there?
Conditioner, yeah.
What's that? Okay. I must have shipped that. That was a crazy one. Anyway.
I'd love to have, when I was younger, like in my, probably before I got into my 20s, my dad had a red Applause
I remember those.
acoustic.
Yeah, they were like the ovations. But they were by ovations.
Yeah, they are to Applause is to Ovation what Squire is to Fender.
Right, yes, exactly.
Sigma is to Martin. But, round backs and round fronts don't
I hear
really
you.
do well sliding around. So, but he had one that was red, and he lost it in a pawn shop. And then probably, I don't know, 10 years ago or something like that, I was talking to our friend T. Aguilar.
Right.
And I think he actually had found that in one of the pawn shops.
No way, really?
And had it. And that got away from me. That's really, honestly, I've had so many guitars over the years that that's really the only one that I can honestly say. And it's for sentimental more than anything else.
Yeah.
It was a piece of shit guitar.
I
But
hear you.
it was probably one of the last guitars that my dad ever owned before he passed away. So
I hear you. Mine was I slapped myself, but you know what? I always traded up, and it's hard saying trading up on this one. The first one I'm going to say was an '82 Plexi, but I was going to move to Nashville, and I couldn't go from honky tonk to honky tonk
Was
in
that one of
a
the-
half stack.
was that one of the JCM 800s? Like,
No, that was a Plexi.
Okay.
That was a Mark II.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was the Plexi, the Randy Rhoads Plexi. But you know what? It is because I had to carry a combo, so I traded for Mesa Boogie, and then I'm a Marshall guy. I wound up getting plenty of Marshalls, but my other one was a '63 fucking brown face Fender Bassman head. But I traded it up for a Marshall head. I'm a Marshall guy, so but anyway. But
So who was it? Didn't Stevie Ray Vaughan, didn't he play Bassman?
he did play a Bassman. His was a
Okay.
I think his was a combo. Mine was a head. Mine was actually a bass amp because it came with a 215 cab, which my youth pastor's the one that gave me that one, and he just wanted the cab because he played bass. But anyway, boy, to go back on that. But you know what, dude? At the same time, we're talking about gigging, and we're talking about a while ago in gigging. You know what I have been doing lately when I haven't been playing is taking my my Line 6 Pod Go, and that's my amp.
A lot of guitars.
No,
music do that.
and I have I'm a Marshall guy. I have a Dr. Z, but that's just so convenient, and they're sounding so good. And the impulse responses, like the speaker cab simulations, it sounds so good too. It's like damn, and it's so convenient.
There are a ton of the gigging musicians that are out there doing it. That's what a lot of them have gone to is those take a pedal board, plug into the PA. That's it. Sean O'Brien from North and Navasota
Yes.
used to play with me in Guilty.
Yes.
That's what he's doing now. He carries a powered monitor and that board.
That's it.
There's several of the guys, the touring musicians that come through, like that play at the Backyard and some of the other big
Yeah.
venues. They just bring a pedal board in. You're supposed to be backlining me a Mesa,
Right.
a boogie half stack or
Oh, for
whatever.
sure.
But I'm going to bypass everything and just
Exactly.
That's going to be my stage monitor.
Exactly.
You
And
know?
that's what because it's so convenient, but it's also sounds so good right now. Technology's gone up. It went up so quick 10 years ago. Now it's even going faster, and it's moving so much quicker. in all aspects of life. But but in music for sure. Remember carrying around those big ass, heavy ass power amps?
I was gonna say that's
Remember
the one
that?
good thing about it is we're getting older and some of the gear's getting lighter. So that's
Yeah,
that's
man.
definitely.
Where have y'all guys?
Yeah.
Where have y'all guys been gigging at? Because I'm not that much of a gig. We just do a couple of places now. Where y'all at? Where you at, brother? Youngin?
I've been doing Lakeside a lot, some benefits and stuff.
Okay,
and
okay.
Backyard about once a month.
That's what's up. I
Trying to
love.
get back into Lubbock a little bit more.
What
again.
about Blue Light or?
Yeah, back then I was too young to play there, and I
I
think
hear
that was
you.
a big.
How old are you, brother?
I'm 23.
Oh, wow, young
yeah.
gun.
So
Yes, I
I've
love
got
it.
gear older than you.
yeah, but
I've got boots older than
yeah.
them. I really do, but good boots.
yeah, up there it was kind of. I knew I could probably, if I worked hard enough,
Right.
play at Blue Light. But then COVID happened. I still wasn't 21 yet.
COVID.
So I moved back here, but we would play like the college bars.
That's
know?
what you do it when
And
you're
I
that
won't-
age,
yeah.
brother.
And I won't name any of the places, but
Hey,
to
brother.
a 19-year-old, free beers,
Kick at dude.
everything.
Dude,
Yeah.
we really, one just because our age, but that stuff. Darrell and I have done that stuff. Remember growing up, we did that same stuff. Oh, playing for beer?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where's my cord at?
Yeah.
Remember that shit, dude?
I can't remember which band it was. It might have been.
Especially when you're 21 years old, get the hell out of here.
Yeah.
I can't remember which band it was. I think it might have been Slow Ember, but we did a gig with Common Ground out at Spring Valley. Back when it's called Biggs Mayberry now, but back then it was Spring Valley.
Yes, oh yeah.
And they were like, oh yeah, we're gonna pay y'all X amount of dollars, whatever, and then we're gonna give you free beer.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Y'all just messed up.
We hadn't even played a song yet, and we're getting ready to go up and do the first song of the set. We're opening for Common Ground, and I go up there and I'm like, hey, give me can I get another pitcher? And they're like, yeah, y'all get one more pitcher. You don't get any more free beer. You have already drank enough for what we are willing to comfortably cover.
All the beer you can drink is usually it's not.
Yeah. Oh, natural
They have
light.
their cutoff.
I've put that to the test many a time.
Yeah.
Did you say free beer?
Mm-hmm.
I tell you what, me and Darrell, I think it was you. No, what? I think it was JD. We used to play up there at the BSR Cable Park
Yeah,
for,
it had to have been JD. Yeah.
and it was free beer, but I drank Corona. But Corona they charged me $1, and it's like, okay, that's what you want. All right, here we go. But you know what, dude? That wasn't that long ago. I can't say that was being young. That was like 5-6 years ago. But you mentioned the whole COVID thing. How did that affect y'all? Because of course it stopped everything. But you guys, are y'all working musicians all the way, or do you have a day job?
Pretty much.
Okay, so how'd that affect
I
y'all?
wasn't at the time.
Because
Student.
there you go, exactly. And I had a job, and I have a wife that we both work. You guys are real working musicians, as they say. What the hell was that like, brother?
Well, it kind of, for me, I was up at Tech, and they have a Texas Tech MCC.
Right.
So I pretty much made a deal that I would either take a semester off or take a semester at Texas Tech MCC.
Right.
Because I felt like I was going somewhere with how I was playing.
Right.
And as soon as I moved back, it couldn't have been 2 weeks that happened. And it.
Oh, man.
So I wasn't even in college anymore now.
Yeah,
so
wow.
I had to go all the way back after it, and then it came back. The
Yes.
second wave. Yeah, no, it knocked me out of
I
playing
bet.
big time.
I bet it did. And how about financially everything? Because that's been really hurt.
Yeah, no, I mean nothing.
Gosh,
Zero.
man. That's I don't know. I really don't know where. And I have to be like, oh, he's right down the middle. I just didn't know anything. I didn't know it was like, because I thought it was a catastrophe. We can't play anymore. We can't socialize anymore. And it was getting to the point to where it was starting to feel like a movie. Am I right? The streets were dead. And the grocery stores were fucking empty.
Yeah.
And where everybody's wearing fucking masks. I was like, what? It's like that wasn't. It just wasn't. It was like something you seen on HBO or some kind of shit like that.
I didn't take it as seriously as I should have. I did end up getting it right at the beginning, like in March, April.
Did it scare you?
I didn't know that I actually had it. I never tested or anything like that.
Right.
Only in hindsight that I know that I had it.
Yeah, because everybody had it.
I just thought I was drunk. I didn't realize that that's actually what was going on, and
Right.
it never really hit.
It just
home
really
to me.
fatigued you. Is that what?
Yeah. I mean, that was pretty much it. I was just very lethargic, and
It did that to me twice. I knew. Well, they said I had it, but it just fatigued the shit. I didn't have the second time I had the cold and all that stuff, but the first time it fucking knocked my dick in the dirt.
I never took it serious, and it never really hit home to me until later that year in June when we lost Vince.
Yes.
And
that
then
was crazy.
I was like, I guess I'm gonna go buy a fucking mask now.
I know.
And God bless him.
You ain't lying. Rest in peace. One of the baddest bass players to ever grace the stage here in Waco. Out of Waco, he really wasn't Waco, but Waco claimed him. But one of the baddest dudes ever. I'm glad I had the time to spend time with him.
You gotta be a badass if you can go do the playing with the symphony orchestra.
Oh my gosh!
Like and we think we're doing slick when we make $100-$200 off a gig or something like that. No, that fool will go get a $3,000-$4,000 check.
Thousands
like,
with the S.
I ain't got to work for the next 6 months. I might go play in a band with Isaac.
That's it. Man, dude, and the way he wrote that calligraphy, it really was one of a kind the way he wrote it out. It was a combination of a few things where he wrote out his music. Mm-hmm. Only Vince could really read that.
That
shit.
Notebook is going.
It really does look like calligraphy. It really does. It's just crazy.
And he's going to be the only one that could read
That's it.
It is so just like, and he'll have 20 songs on the front of one sheet of paper, and he's just like, writing it really small.
Can read as fast as he can see it. That was the craziest part. Could read as fast as he could see it and could play like a son of a bitch. Play that song. You could give him sheet music and he'd just play like he's been playing it. Those are rarities, And I do, like I said, out of Waco, Texas. Playing, dude, that show we did, man, that could have been something very special, dude. But I was just at least honored to at least have that one gig that we had in our back pocket that we worked for.
And, well, I'm just happy about the fact that it got recorded. Or
True that.
Facebook Live, and it still shows up in my memories. And I get to watch it, and and it's like,
wow,
that was pretty badass, man.
It really was, dude, man. So much fun, dude. Right here in this little old shack right here, and man, it was just fun jamming.
We were trying to put together a band for like a year. We practiced here over a year. 4 different drummers coming in,
right, and
trying or not to play, and the one gig we get, and it just happens to be. I think that was I believe that was Vince's last.
I think it was because I remember I got a new phone where he sent us a group text, and I kept it till it.
I've still got it.
The one that says that, hey guys, this shit's almost over about the COVID. You might have we'll have time to start jamming again. That's the one. That's the one I got.
I've got voicemails, or voice messages that were sent through Facebook Messenger and stuff like that with him. That he would record in here when we were trying to learn songs. Yes. And I don't delete any of that. I've still got it. It'll, I always get my stuff transferred over every time I get a phone. I've got text messages from back when we were all together, and I've still got the group text that Shannon had sent out. Saying, explaining what all had happened. And
yes.
And that just every time I open my phone and I see that.
Let's do a tune. Okay, who wants to do one first?
Go for it.
He's got the guitar. May I jam with you, brother?
Yep, I want you to. Yeah.
Kick ass. I'll see how long I can do. I got carpal tunnel, and I'm about to have surgery in a couple of weeks. They said he was 95% success rate, so I'm excited. I hope that's the deal, because
we're musicians. We take the 5% unlucky.
You ain't, of course, right? Yeah. But go ahead and you know what? I'll just move this backwards so they won't.
Or not.
I'll move that backwards that way. So get out of your way. All right, here we go. What do you got, brother?
I'll do this one. This is just about the only one that came out of my Lubbock years. I was having too much fun. I wrote this song because I really had a thing for this girl, and she's from here, and we ended up going to college together, stuff, and never dated or anything, and she was kind of bougie, one might say, you know, and I left a bar, and she saw me leaving the bar with another girl, and suddenly she gave a shit.
Oh, right.
And so that's basically what it was. It's like, okay, now, yeah, so. Anyway, this is called Take It or Leave It. Well, take it or leave it. You only want me now that I'm leaving. I won't regret it when I wake up tomorrow. You had your chance, didn't you, baby? I don't care that you're going crazy. I'm gone this time for good. Better believe it. Take it or leave it. Don't tell me no lies. That's what got us here. Don't call me baby when you haven't for all these years. Could have had it all, but you bet it all on him. It'll make me smile when he breaks your heart again. Take it or leave it. You only want me now that I'm leaving. I won't regret it when I wake up tomorrow. You had your chance, didn't you, baby? I don't care that you're going crazy. I'm gone this time for good. Better believe it. Take it or leave it. There was a time when you could do no wrong. There was a time when I wouldn't be gone for long. But this time I'll be the one to choose. It's bittersweet, but you'll finally be in my shoes. Take it or leave it. You only want me now that I'm leaving. I won't regret it when I wake up tomorrow. You had your chance, didn't you, baby? I don't care if you're going crazy. I'm gone this time for good. Better believe it. Take it or leave it. Take it or leave it. You only want me now that I'm leaving. I won't regret it when I wake up tomorrow. You had your chance, didn't you, baby? I don't care if you're going crazy. I'm gone this time for good. Better believe it. Take it or leave it. Take it or leave it.
Dude, I dig that song, brother. I love it. I love
Thanks,
that
man.
Martin right there, brother. I love that tune, brother. That's a kick-ass tune.
Thank
You said you were young and a teenager, I guess, right?
Mm-hmm. I think that's
So,
probably the only one I got out of college.
were you already gigging at the time? Were you songwriting? What was going on at the time?
Yeah.
That's a musical town.
Yeah, I had just started gigging. You know, I came up here with Mac one time and stuff right before I went up there.
Right, right.
I've been up here and I met a dude. I was opening for I think like Roger Craig or something when I was at Backyard right when I graduated.
Right.
And met some dude and he was in a fraternity and he had a show with some guy named Wetzel. I didn't know who he was.
Right.
Nobody at the time. And then, I go, yeah, I'll play that. And so we get up there. And he ends up becoming my guitarist. And then Wetzel went big.
Oh.
And so that gave me a little bit of credit to get a few gigs up
Hell
there.
yeah, for sure, brother.
But we played mostly college bars. We didn't really do... I did the Blue Light Songwriter night.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, that's kick-ass.
Yeah.
That's kick-ass.
Yeah,
What's your Instagram like as far as advertising yourself and pushing yourself?
Probably need to
Up it.
improve.
I got you. I got you, brother. Do you Facebook it? Is that what you do?
I do it all. Definitely not good at it.
I hear you. That's a whole other. That's a whole other art/business in itself.
Man, I mean,
but so essential though.
Yeah. Oh, it's extremely essential. I mean, you'll have people around here. I mean, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
People like that who just got the most street cred. They got the biggest crowds and stuff. And then somebody will sing "Twinkle Twinkle Little Star" and they know how to advertise it. Boom, they're a hit.
That's the
and
magic
then
of
they start
marketing.
getting paid for doing that, and they make more off of YouTube views. And
Yeah, it's
I know
insane.
someone-
off of that than we do playing.
It's insane. Now I watch the videos. I'll go, what the hell are these guys doing? Like, how are they getting?
This friend of mine, his daughter does that, and I've jammed with her before. Young girl, her dad's my age, of course, and I thought she went to Nashville. So I said, "How's your daughter doing in Nashville?" She goes, "She's not in Nashville." She goes, "She's in New York." I said, "Oh wow," and it's just the place she chose. But she goes, I said, "What she do?" I said, "She's gigging." He goes, "Yeah, that's her job. She makes more than I do on Twitch." I was like, "What in the hell?"
Kids out there that they stream themselves playing a video game. They record themselves playing a video game and put it online.
I cannot do that. Of course, I'm 1,000 years old, but of course, if it was back in our time, it'd be fucking the Atari Pac-Man. So it'd be horrible to look at. But I never was a video game dude, so I can't just watch somebody else play unless I'm doing it.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? That's the reason why I don't watch baseball. And I played semi-pro baseball. But if I'm not playing it, I don't watch anybody else play it. I don't play football. I love watching the Dallas Cowboys. So I can't, but it is what it is. But I think also, from what I heard, that it's also, I think they're also doing, the guys that are playing are also doing like a podcast. They're talking and commentating with a little group of guys. And so they're watching them play doing a podcast. So I can see that too, because I'm a podcast fan, obviously. But anyway.
There's a couple of guys that are on YouTube that, I can't remember his name, Jared something. But, I mean, and then there's like the Guitar Samurai. There's a couple of them, and they get, the guitar companies will send them guitars because they'll go on YouTube, and they've got X thousands and thousands of members and millions of views. And so PRS will send him a guitar.
Of course, that's the way it is.
Jared Dines, I think is his name, but it's like, and I did not mean to give him a plug.
I don't.
Damn it. But and cats like us that we're struggling sometimes to put strings on our guitars, and these cats are getting oh, Gil just sent me this guitar.
It's the art of marketing. The art of marketing, and it's been around since. I guess since the beginning of business, the art of advertising and marketing. It's what it is,
I wish I was like some of these young cats that would actually like they'll do the Facebook Live streams of their gigs and stuff. And you do it too. You'll throw your phone over on it.
Those are the nights when I switched from right-handed to left-handed guitar.
Yeah, I had a dude named JT Paz, legend musician up there. He's like. It's like one of the college professors.
Okay.
And man, he every gig, I never knew he was doing it, and then I'd see it after. But he'd have his phone up there and be recording.
That's
I'm like,
good.
I'm like, Most of this is good, but some of this.
Well, this with some editing, you know.
Yeah.
But,
Hey, give me a heads up, man.
Also, the fact that I guess so, but also you were so real at the time, though, too.
Yeah.
You
But
know?
there's things you say into the microphone, and
Aye.
there's things you turn around and you say, getting caught on Facebook Live. You have no idea, but man, it's still cool. But
Oh, for sure.
Trust me, you're gonna want those memories when you get to our age.
Dude, once when I was playing for Johnny Bustamante, about 21 years old. Anyway, we did this live deal at there's a place called the Crystal Ballroom or something ballroom in Dallas. It was a popular one. They tore down. All the guys were just, and matter of fact, the wall was kick-ass because it had all kinds of famous people's pictures of country artists, and it was called the something ballroom. The chandelier, crystal chandelier. Wow, I forgot about that. Anyway, we did this TV show that was live. I was like, all right, that's gonna be cool. And you say that to when you walk out on stage and just about 4 or 5 cameras looking at you, it's like, dude, if I mess up,
Yeah.
if I mess up, all these, and this is before Facebook, it was been just Dallas, but still, I was big enough,
Well, have you ever had the privilege to do any of the stuff with the Amorian brothers and stuff over there?
I haven't, and I've talked to them, and we try to get each other in here, but Corona messed it up. But anyway, go ahead.
That in itself is pretty daunting too. But even though that sometimes if you mess it up bad enough, they'll stop and you can redo it. I mean, hell, even they do that on Austin City Limits. You jack something up bad enough, they're going to be like, hey, let's bring it back just a little bit, and do it. But that, just dodging the view of one iPhone or whatever is bad enough nowadays. But, the stuff that those guys, and I've seen some cool stuff. They've been doing that for since the 90s. And because they used to have what's called the timeout now or something like that. It used to be, what was it? The Treffs?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, for
And
sure.
then
Six shooter
yeah,
junction.
When it was 6-Shooter Junction, they did they would
I
play.
didn't know
they would do
that.
it from live there too.
Oh wow, okay. Let's hear Darrell do one.
And
Let's hear Darrell. What have you been doing? Doing any? Have you written anything lately?
the only thing I've written lately is, and I've been playing it probably about, I don't know, maybe 6 months ago or so. When I stopped drinking. And it was.
So this is fresh.
That was brought about by that, yeah. And this is gonna be fun to try and.
Oh, the arms can come up also. I don't know, but.
Oh well, that won't help me any. What's gonna hurt me is the fact that I'm gonna have to. I got to put the iPad somewhere where I can see it.
How about if I hold it for you?
I'm old and I don't put anything to memory. I don't memorize anything. There's too many. Don't do drugs, kids.
Don't do drugs.
Or a gallon and a half of vodka a day either.
Yeah, that'll do this. That'll do just as much. But no, when I actually I've got it dated. When I wrote this is April 18th,
Kick ass.
2022.
If I put it right here, can I jam with you? Man, play your guitar, Brit.
Do what?
Man, play your guitar.
Yes.
Thank you, brother. Is that good right there, Darrell?
Yeah, no, that's fine.
There's your pen.
All right, cool.
The fun part's gonna be making.
Taylor too. I love these guitars. Only this is beautiful. Mine's beat up.
Pretty strong a little bit.
But yeah, I was. No, I was, in the throes of going through all this over the last. I haven't had a drink in 16 months. So this was part of my catharsis and it's always been that. I think for any of us musicians is when you go through something that's breakup or something that's life altering in some way, shape, or form.
It's something you get just used to. It's just a routine.
Yeah.
Just like getting up in the morning, getting dressed, and whatever. It's routine.
I've never been, but I can do this, like sit down and force myself to write a song. I can do that. I've done it before, in studio situations or helping somebody else, co-write something or something like that. I can do it, but to me, the best songs are the ones that just are completely come freely.
Yes, 100%.
Uncoerced in any way, shape, or form.
Because then you're not forcing it.
Yeah, if you got to force it, there was a taking a shit joke in there somewhere, and I'm gonna leave it alone. But
There's a couple of latches on there, Brit. The top one, or you got them?
yeah. So this is gonna be hard to do. Where just if you can just lay, even if you can just lay it on your leg, that's cool. Yeah, you ain't gotta.
Yeah. Here you are, sir.
Ladies and gentlemen, on teleprompter tonight, Brit Kerr. All right. So,
Oh shit.
no, that was his Modelo going for a dive over there. It's trying to refrigerate itself.
All right.
Well, it seems to be, it's clear for me, that bottle was good to judge. Hold me down or hold a grudge, but I can't pretend that bottle was my friend. Just a place for me to crawl inside, turn off the world and fake my pride. I was down, but I'm not out, and I found out what I say about. This road ain't smooth, but it's my route, and all I can say is one day at the bottom I can see the better man that I could be, standing toe to toe to let me know that if I just hold on, he won't let go. And it costs a lot, but hell, it's all I've got. And I get to see another day to hold you close, so I can say that I was down, but I'm not out. And I found out what I say about. This road ain't smooth, but it's my route, and all I can say is one day I was down, but I'm not out. And I found out what life's about. This road ain't smooth, but it's my route. And all I can say is one day
That's what's up, brother. I love that song, dude. Kick-ass, and I dig the chord changes and all that good stuff, the melody, brother. I love it, dude.
like I said, if you gotta force it, it's probably
Exactly.
It's
I've
gonna
always
be a
thought
turd
that.
if you gotta force it.
I'll still go. My
Thanks,
bad,
sir.
brother. No,
good
no.
stuff.
I've always thought that too. You know, who I forgot. Anyway, Warren Haynes wrote this song for. He didn't write it for him, but he wrote this song, and Garth Brooks got it. What song was that?
Who wrote it?
Brit, not, I was gonna say Brit. Warren Haynes from Government Mule. He wrote the song for Garth Brooks. He's a big, like a blues rock, whatever. He's a badass guitar player. Anyway, he wrote this song in 5 minutes. It's two of a kind working on a full house.
Oh yeah.
But here's the deal. That song made $1 gazillion, and he said he wrote that song in 5 minutes. Those are the songs, because those are coming out naturally, like you're turning on a faucet. Water's going to come out just natural. But if you got to force it, sometimes you just don't get that same, man.
Well, that one right there was one, and I don't have a formula when I write. It's either sometimes the lyrics will come to me and I'll sit with it for years and never
Yep.
have a melody for it. And other times I'll have a melody, and that one right there was the one that the melody came, and within like 30 minutes of just sitting there tinkering around with it, till I found the progression I liked. Once it was clear to me, or that was the one thing that I heard in my head, and I just wrote. I honestly, it did take me like less than 5 minutes to write the actual words to that song.
Right.
But I sat with the melody. I worked on the melody for about 30 minutes,
Yes.
and then the lyrics were.
Yeah, that was just working out fine details, but the song was pretty much, you knew what it was going to sound like.
Unfortunately for me, I'm still one of those old school cats. I like shit to rhyme. I still do the A-B kind of song structure where it's, call and answer.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
I hear you, brother.
I always say, sometimes, I don't know if it's necessarily lack of skill, it might be, or whatever, but I'll write something after hearing like a song I've never heard. I go, oh my God, it's a great song. And I'll write words to it. I go, shit, everybody's going to bust me on this one. And I'll play it, and I can't play it just like them, and I can't sing it just like them. I'm like, shit, I can get away with this.
Right, there you go.
You know?
I had a song that I was working on years ago that I wrote the first verse and the chorus. And 2 years later, I wrote the second verse.
Wow. So did you force it, or did it just come?
No, I was going through.
It was just time.
No, I was going through a stack of spirals that I've got with song lyrics and stuff like that in them, and I was like, I read it and I remembered the melody.
Behind.
I remembered the melody. It was good enough that the melody stuck with me, so I started playing it, and once I got to that point, that second verse just came out instantly.
Wow.
The words were there. They were waiting on that blockage, but it seriously took 2 years in between verse 1 and chorus and second verse.
I've got one for you. We've all dreamt songs. I'm sure we're songwriters. Have any of them stuck? Because I had one that stuck so hard
that you write in the middle while you're sleeping and you wake up.
And I woke up in the middle of the night. Back then, we didn't have iPhones. We had those. Remember those tape recorders had those small cassette tapes.
Dude, I had one that took the full size cassettes that, were like the big old rectangular boxy one.
Right.
That push the two buttons to do the record on it. Yeah.
So I sang the lyrics. It's only one. It's a very simple song. It's chorus, verse, chorus. Mm-hmm. And I left it like that. But I said, if I like this song tomorrow morning, because it was like 2 or 3 in the morning. So if I like it tomorrow, then I'll keep it.
Yeah.
And not only that, when I woke up this morning, when I woke up in the morning, I was singing the song again.
That's what I was gonna say. If you write a song, like I've written a few where I go, that sucks. But then like when I wake up the next day, it's in my head, and I go,
yes,
well,
maybe it's something.
And then you play it for somebody, and they're like, "Dude, that's good. Yeah. That's actually really good."
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But that's a gift. That really is a gift. I think I wonder if that happens with all artists, whether they're an athlete or a martial artist or a guy who paints. I wonder if they dream future projects. They have to. It's in their brain. It's in their DNA. Is what they're doing.
Yeah, I mean that's it's a curse and a gift at the same time.
Oh man, I've had sleepless nights, sleepless nights.
My biggest downfall with that whole thing is that I'll nitpick the shit out of something. I'll play a chord progression that I think is cool, and 5 minutes later I'm going, that's a fucking Aerosmith song, or that's a Don Henley song.
That is so funny.
I've done that before too. Yes.
That is so funny. He said last week, and I've obviously heard these songs. Okay, but I'm showing my age here. Mm-hmm. I'm showing my age here. Whoa, but like maybe a week ago, maybe Crazy Aerosmith comes on the YouTube playlist, and I'm like,
right.
And I wrote this damn song to it. If my phone wasn't on like 2%, I might attempt to play it, but I played it, and I was like, man, this is an awesome song. Nobody's gonna catch me. Dad goes, hey, it's Aerosmith, isn't it?
But go ahead.
No, but yeah, it was just funny you said Aerosmith because I just wrote a song a few days ago, and I'm selling myself out now. I'm on camera.
Well, this is a little similar, and it still happens to this day. Have y'all written, maybe had an idea for something? It's like, but you second guess yourself. It's like, because it came too easy. It's like, did I hear that?
Yeah.
Or is that really mine? Or if I do that, am I going to,
I've thrown away dozens of those. I know.
Yeah.
it's like, is that me or no? But it's it is what it is. What it is. We, like you said, we've let go good, great gear and great songs, great songs. Let's do one, Brit.
Okay, so this one's pretty. This one's really new.
And is that unmuted in there, Mr. Lewis? Make sure everything's okay.
I think he took a nap. He wasn't.
he's back there rocking. Mr. Lewis, you folks that don't know, go and show yourself, Mr. Lewis. This guy does a lot of work back there, and all this stuff happens because this guy too. He makes it happen too. So
I think we're muted.
no, I think you're on, brother. Sure.
Yeah.
I can hear you, but barely.
Well, I'll tell you what. Turn up channel. It would be 5. A hair on the knob. A little bit on the knob. Channel 5. All right. Thank you, brother. Oh, there you
I
go.
can hear it. Yeah.
All right.
Well, that's just out loud, but I will do it anyway. Anyway, I wrote this one probably within the last month. So, not to be a Debbie Downer, but I lost my mom a couple months ago.
I know, brother,
Yeah,
and I don't know you. I just barely met you, but I did know about that.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I didn't want to bring it up, but I'm sorry
Yeah,
about that, brother.
But this isn't one of those songs. But her and a friend of mine, Deborah Nail, I don't know if y'all know her, but they used to always
Yes,
say
I
all
do.
the damn things.
I do.
Like hey, what's wrong? All the damn things. I don't have time to tell you. It's just bullshit.
Right.
I don't know if I'm allowed to cuss. My bad.
You can't.
But,
You're all right, brother. I just did a
yeah.
while ago.
Yeah. But anyway, so I was getting annoyed. They always said that. After my mom passed, it was like Deborah would say it like every 5 seconds.
Right.
And at first I was annoyed with it, and then I go, oh, that's a song. So I kind of wrote a song about it. Anyway, that's not really about that, but it's about all the damn things.
I hear you, brother.
And growing up, being 23, everybody's getting married, having kids.
Are you an only child, brother?
Yeah.
But dude,
Yeah. Anyway, it's also about everybody else kind of growing up.
kick
and
ass, brother.
you're being a goofy musician, everybody else getting married and shit.
Well, now I want to jam with you.
Yeah. Well, everyone I know that's around my age they're all having kids and they're all getting engaged. Yesterday I wrecked my truck I was about to sell. Guess I went to hell. See the lightning flash, still gotta hear the thunder. 'Cause if it isn't one thing, it'll always be another. Throw away the pictures, forget the memories. It ain't just you being gone, it's all the damn thing. Yesterday I called a friend, see if he wanted to grab around. He said he'd love to, but he's taking his new wife for a night out on the town. Mom, she up and left too quick for us to even realize she was gone. Me and Dad were getting by while the Spirit will always carry on. So throw away the pictures, forget the memories. It ain't just you being gone, it's all the damn thing. All the damn thing. You know that I'm a believer that God, He always has His way. But I can't help but think that when is this dog gonna finally have his day? All I do is get down and pray for all that I can. And know that somehow He'll make it all work out in the end. And you can store away pictures, but share the memories. It ain't just her being gone, it's all the damn thing. But they're just some damn thing. All the damn thing.
What a beautiful song, brother. Brother, kick ass,
man.
dude. Man, I dig it. What a great song, dude.
Thanks, man.
How old were you when you wrote that one?
2 weeks ago, 21st.
Wow,
Yeah.
brother. Fresh right here at the shack. Thank you for doing that right here, brother.
Hey,
and
man.
you too, Darrell. Thank you for doing both your new songs right here. Absolutely. And Darrell, I've always been a fan of Darrell. He's one of the guys that whenever I went to MCC and I met him.
That was 1991, by the way.
Yes, I was 91. I was 20 or 19. Jeez Louise, but and I played in a little high school band, whatever. But Darrell was already a seasoned dude. Seasoned.
No,
Yes, you were. You
no.
did. Well, you had that.
No.
Yeah. Well, when I'm saying that, you had that natural. I saw Darrell was a natural front man from the very first day that I met the dude. He was you were a natural front man. You just were. The fact that you went for it, that's like, that's what that dude's gonna do. Those guys are rarities, And so I love the fact we're still doing it right now, dude. We walk around a little slower than we used to.
Yeah, absolutely.
Our hair looks like we've been doing sheetrock all day.
I've earned every gray hair I've got. And I could probably tell you the names of which kid gave me which gray hair, too. So.
Well, y'all's music hadn't slowed down.
Oh, brother, thank you, brother.
Yeah.
But at the same time, too, you too, brother, man, got great music, great talent right here out of the coal. I love that, dude. Waco's got so many, not just great musicians, but artists right now. Bam, they're popping up. They're popping up.
And this is just my opinion, but I'll tell you right now, that song that you just did, I like it better than the first one that you did, honestly, because maybe it's because I know the story behind it.
Yeah.
But it's a really good song, man. Really, thank you for playing that.
Thanks, man. I'm glad something came out of all of that.
Well, dude, I hear you, man.
But it was funny because I was just Deborah Nell is my favorite person in the world.
She's
She
awesome.
just kept saying it over and over, and I was just getting so pissed off. I was like, stop saying it every 5 seconds. And then one day I was like, thank you. You know, maybe I can do something with
Hell
this.
yeah,
Like,
we did.
yeah.
We did. So, what's the? Hey, you know what? Give me 1 second. I know what. I'm gonna turn down this speaker. 1 second. It's not professional, but then I ain't either. Hey yo. So that's a stupid question. But kind of sort of I do want to know what's the end goal for what are you looking to do? Are you looking to just continue doing what you're doing, or is this is because I know you said at one time you're full time. I don't know if you are now, but still this is what you want to do.
Yes, yes.
For sure. I mean, because you're a great talent. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, but even as a singer, brother, you got a cool voice too, brother.
My favorite thing is to perform.
Yes.
But I like songwriting, and I think everybody's got their own way of doing it. I kind of want to bring back a little more straightforwardness, if that makes sense.
Okay.
Because a lot of times it'll be like, especially in Lubbock, it was like you had to almost sing. I'm not gonna say nonsense because it all meant something.
Right.
But everybody had to go.
Party
what
songs.
does that mean? What does that mean? What does that mean? Look deeper, and I like the straightforward stuff, and I feel like
exactly.
You know what I mean? Like I don't want to have to.
Merle
figure out how to
Haggard
show
hit it right on the nail. You knew what he meant.
Yeah.
He's talking about the
Yeah.
working man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
I
and
mean,
like,
damn.
what's that song? I was just showing him it. Damn it, with his son playing. Looks like his grandson.
Ben Haggard, yeah.
Yeah, he's singing a. That's all in the movies. You know exactly what that means. You know, hey, you know,
Yes.
the good stuff is all in the movies.
Yes.
This is real. Like
Exactly.
I like straightforward stuff like
I
that.
did.
Yeah.
Who was the guy that got you, like artist wise? Was there one specific or a bunch of them?
Like who was my favorite?
Oh yeah, well, like you're a guitar player. What got you playing? Who was the
So,
guy got you playing?
When I was
Was it a friend? You know.
When I was growing up, I went to Waco Montessori for a few years, and everybody learned piano and stuff.
Okay.
Oh God, you were probably
Yeah.
there when my kids were there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, so everybody was learning instruments, you know, and my dad goes, "Hey, you should probably learn guitar." So I went to Pat McKee.
Oh,
and
the
he
great
taught me. I
Pat
was,
McKee.
like, 8, and I was always obsessed with Cross Canadian Ragweed, and I had a Jerry Jeff Walker record. I didn't necessarily like him or Gary Stewart when I was like 10.
So you're already into Texas music.
Yeah.
Texas, that
And-
was your jam. I hear
Yeah. And when I got like
you. Even though Cross Canadian Ragweed's not from Texas, but whatever.
Okies,
Oh,
but yeah, that was always my thing,
Mhm.
you know. And then when I got into high school, it was Guns N' Roses.
Oh yeah.
Guns
Now
N'
you're talking
Roses
my
was
language. Yes.
Everything, like my mom literally goes, "You have to stop playing that. You're ruining my childhood." But it was like completely Guns N' Roses.
For
A little bit of
sure.
Ray Charles, and
Oh yeah.
what really sent me into liking playing was I could sing Dwight Yoakam. I can't sing it now for some reason, but I could sing it then,
God,
or at least in my mind.
one of the greats,
And-
for sure.
Yeah, and that's
We're
when
just
I
talking.
was- yeah.
We're just quoting him a while ago.
Yeah.
We're just quoting him with the Randy.
Oh yeah.
He was awesome. He was
can't
awesome
say
with that,
that
by
on
the
the
way.
air, man.
Yeah, he was awesome with that, dude. Dwight was badass in Sling Blade, but
He's 10 feet from the door. That guy's walking out. You got problems, man. He goes, "Get the hell out of my face." He's 10 feet away from him. Yeah.
Oh, it's funny you say Pat McKee. He was actually my guitar instructor in '91 when I was there. And you've got a Pat McKee story too, I believe.
As do I.
yes.
I've
Do you
heard he's a
really-
lot harder on people than he was.
Oh,
8-year-old
especially
me.
if
Are
he
you
thought you
kidding me?
stole his guitar. Yeah.
dude? Dude, let me tell you, he had a
I'm like, I thought he was a nice guy.
he had a badass Paul Reed Smith, and it got stolen. I was one of his students, and I knew who got it, and I didn't know, but there was a word around whatever who may have taken it.
Had
But-
to have been that damn Mexican.
Is that right? So he just, for some reason, he would question me all the time. I was like, dude, you know, my dad was a deacon. I was a fucking square. I was like, dude, I was like, I don't know who took that guitar, dude. But forever, dude, he was always like, he'd always question me little things like, dude, I don't know, dude. But anyway, who I thought did it, and I don't know if you remember, But there was a dude, he was only there for half a semester. He was an Australian. I've mentioned that before. He rode around I think it was a motorcycle. He had a ponytail. But as an Australian dude, he played left-handed.
Yeah.
Does that ring
Yeah,
a
you used
bell?
to buy weed from him at the Highlander apartment.
That was the dude. Okay. The word was, at least the word was from
That's why he left.
That
Because
dude
he had
ro-
the Paul Reed Smith.
yeah.
He could afford to get back to Australia now.
that dude, remember, what's his name? That black dude, Robert, what was his name? Kevin? Remember he played the
Yeah.
poncho?
Yeah.
He came out to be, he was a music teacher for Ellison High and Killeen. But anyway, he said that guy out of nowhere just started, bought a badass rig. Where he got the money, you don't know, because he was broke as hell, and then he left town.
Mm-hmm.
So, but anyway,
Yeah, you got got your entire conversation stolen away from you.
sorry about that.
No, I've always wanted to hear these things because, man, no,
I
I
apologize.
was like 8 or 9, maybe 10. I don't think so.
Right.
When I started with Pat's, it was always good for me, man. It was, and,
Great
and,
music. He is a great
I
musician.
met, like Clinton and like Josh and all that, but everybody's like, dude, he's like a football coach on you, man.
Yeah.
He's a
I did not get that.
very good musician, though. Very good musician,
Always
you know.
talented.
And he's a good jazz player for sure.
Yeah.
So who are you? I mean, you've been gigging now for how many years?
Let's see. I'm gonna say 6.
Dude, okay.
Who are you digging on right now that that you
Yeah.
not necessarily that you can say
Like
that you
not
would-
like new. Like, are you talking new guys or just in
Who
general?
are you listening to?
Well, I wouldn't say in general because
Yeah.
I can already tell you kind of got an older soul to you for being the whippersnapper that you are.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, I'm not hip on the young new guys. People come up to me at my gigs all the time. They're like, "Hey, play some of this person or this person, whatever." And I'm like, "Well, I know that they were just or whatever." And I'm like, "I don't know any of their songs."
Yeah.
But I mean, who's like?
Man, I mean, you hit it on the head that I'm an old soul. There's a dude named Reed Southall.
Okay.
If we're gonna talk about
Yeah.
new people that like, God, I mean, I did not want to like, it's kind of like,
Right.
He's so popular, and then I met him. He's a real nice dude.
So he's out of
One the
Texas.
nicest. He's out of Altus, Oklahoma.
Okay.
BFE, Oklahoma.
Right, for sure.
And when I was in Lubbock, dude, it was like, we're talking about the straightforward stuff.
hmm
I mean, it's just saying the most simple things. And
People can relate to that.
you know what I mean? Saying the most simple things, but it was different. I don't know
Yeah.
why. It's like, but it's very ragweed. Great Divide more. I think I got that
Ah.
on. Yeah, I do.
Did you go
Kinda
Sad
like
to Go
that,
Friday?
Yeah, man. That was awesome.
We'll talk about that in a minute. But
Yeah.
anyway, so you're saying?
But yeah, that's like very much what he is. He's more like Great Divide than like.
Okay. But I can see
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
I mean, it's Oklahoma,
what-
so.
That's one of those new guys I like, and they're very rock and roll.
Okay.
But they're not like try hard rock and roll.
That's the deal.
what
See,
I
I
like.
don't listen to any music right now.
Yeah.
My,
I don't really either, but that's like the one guy that comes to my mind.
And I was
Yeah.
and I was balls deep as far as being Texas country artist. I did that, playing the whole '90s Nashville kind of country in the '90s and whatever. But the very last band I got into wasn't even the band. It was probably Post Malone, and that was a few years ago. But I don't listen to anybody. I'm just like that. I just listen to podcasts, and I go back to what works, which is the Merle Haggard, which is the Dwight Yoakams, which is the Avenged Sevenfold, which is Guns N' Roses, whatever I know works that I like. But anybody new, man, I don't know. The whole Cole Wetzel thing, I know it's becoming almost like a phenomenon, but I don't know anything about it. If he's on right now, I wouldn't know what he sounded like.
For whatever reason, man, somebody pulled the arm on the slot machine of young country artists, and it's like they're just coming out everywhere now.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like every kid that's got
A tube screamer and a G chord.
yeah. There's some kid, and I call him a kid. He's probably about your age, maybe a little bit older.
Yeah.
And I have no idea who he is, but he's really popular right now. He's big old stocky, hefty looking guy,
Jelly
long
Roll?
hair.
Oh, I think about Jelly
Long
Roll.
hair, no facial hair, tattoos on.
That's
his arms and
everybody.
stuff Like that.
That's.
But he's like this popular kid. He's popular guy that's coming out now. And he is just this goofy looking motherfucker. But he's got a really beautiful girlfriend. I'm like, you look at it and go, oh, is she blind? The poor thing.
Oh, I know exactly.
I know who you're talking about too.
He's a great guy.
What's
man.
his name? I know who you're talking about.
Go ahead, throw me under the bus. I don't fucking care.
Colby Cooper, man.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah.
Oh, I was thinking about
Yeah,
somebody
whatever.
else.
I was thinking Ryan Upchurch.
That's what I was
Talking
thinking
about-
of.
Okay, is he like country or is he rock or what?
I
is he?
guess he's country rock or something. I don't know. I saw
Oh,
some
no.
video of him sitting on a fountain or sitting beside a
Is
fountain.
he a country
barefoot.
dude or what?
I guess he's country. I don't know what
I know.
classifies as
Anyway, I
country
know-
now. Anyway,
I know a country guy that has the long hair. He's a real big, stocky dude. And he's
Okay,
got
okay.
a real good.
like
looking girlfriend.
I
Nicest
saw him
guy
a
in the
couple
world,
times.
man.
He was wearing looked like he had on some Tennessee Ford's old suits and stuff like that. Like the light blue,
I don't
like
know then.
3-piece
No, that's
country.
not-
I
suits,
tell you what,
Nashville suits.
you know what? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, but you know who
No,
I'm.
it's cool.
You know who I'm.
I've dug my hole deep enough as it is. Right now.
It wasn't
No.
a movie, but yeah.
But there's a guy out of West Texas, I forgot, that I just heard a song on the Bear. And that's that Mexican dude, Giovanni Yanez,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
the Hired Gun.
Yeah.
We
Those guys are making
Yeah.
noise and straight up essays from West Texas. I can't help but be happy.
they're actually from I think Hamilton.
Get the hell out of here.
Yeah.
That's right up the road by Jacksonville. I mean, Jacksonville.
it
Not
was like-
Jacksonville,
He-
Gatesville.
Oh, Toller.
Okay,
Toller,
okay.
I think Hamilton, somewhere in there.
Wow.
But yeah, dude, like
They're absolutely huge.
some people hate it, some people I don't know.
It's an acquired
but,
taste.
Like, me and my guitar player, like I said, he was in a fraternity, and then I
Right.
joined it for about 2 years, and it was a bunch of just goobers, you know.
Of course.
Oh, that wasn't really the stereotype, but they had a thing called Gator Fest, and after we graduated, they had us come back and play it, and Giovanni was the guy.
Was it?
They
Okay.
hired that year to be the headliner. Man, they just like, it's rock and roll, and then all of a sudden, one of the guys pops out with a tuba and it's boom, 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 and they're playing. They
It
have
makes-
a song called Ramona Ayala.
That's
but
right.
They were playing Ramona Ayala, the
Music.
actual song.
Ramon Ayala
Yeah,
is a Tejano artist or Mexican artist.
All right.
But anyway, so but it's
For some reason, all my music got wiped from my phone, except for like Ramona Ayala. So if I press play, I have like my new 30 songs I've downloaded, and then probably 25 Ramona Ayala, and I have no idea what I'm
and
listening
they're
to,
pretty
But
much
it's awesome.
they're pretty much singer songwriter hard rock. Is that what it is? Or because he has an
It's
acoustic.
like grunge.
It's like
yeah.
grunge.
They
It's
started
like
off
grunge. That's
Texas.
what it is.
They started off Texas stuff, and now they're like grunge, and it's
So
good.
so
yeah.
that type of music is what's hitting. So is that what Cold Wetzel is? 'Cause I really don't
yeah,
know.
it's the same thing pretty much.
It is.
For whatever reason, and I like some of it, I don't like some of it, whatever. But the '90s rock is, I guess everybody that's about
It's coming back
27,
again. Yes.
I guess everybody about 27. That's when you get big, you know.
Yeah, yeah,
that
yeah.
age, everybody then got the tail end of the '90s stuff.
I got
And I
you.
guess they're all putting it in there.
Yes.
I'm
And, that,
not
and
a
that's
little
that's
bit
what we
up
were
in
working on
that,
doing
yeah.
a '90s like
Yeah.
a tribute
Well,
thing.
it ain't what he's talking about.
Yeah, but I know, but still, it's the sound.
Yeah.
The sound.
Let me ask you this: would the kind of stuff the vibe that you give off with your songwriting and stuff like that, and some of the stuff that you've listened to, and respectfully wise, have you ever listened to Kayla Ray?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
Yes.
Cause did you know
Yeah.
she's like overseas, like earlier this?
I think she's
like
in
a couple
Nashville
weeks
right
ago.
now. But yes, she was.
Yeah, she was like Scotland or something like that.
Wow.
There's a girl, Erin. I can't remember her name. Enderlin, I think is her last name or something like that. Another singer songwriter that her and Kayla go and do a lot of shows together and stuff like that.
Right.
And I've known Kayla for years. Huge fan, and she jokes with people about us being related because of the name, whatever. We're not, but God, I wish. Then again, I don't. We won't go there.
Hey-o.
But no, she was when you were talking about that thing in Lubbock, something Bluebird or something like that.
The blue light.
Blue
yeah.
Light.
Bluebird Cafe in
Nashville.
Nashville.
Yes.
She just played that a couple
yes.
weeks ago too. and did like well, I don't think it was an actual. I think it was like a singer songwriter
Dude,
circle or whatever
we
like that.
we walked in there one time. We were living in there, a bunch of Texas boys. This is 2000, close to 2000, between 2005 and 10, and walked in there. You know, that's nice to smoking cigarettes. Walked in there, everybody looking at us like it's a no smoking bar. But it was before the whole non-smoking. It was just only that bar. It's like we felt like a bunch of thugs. And there was a bunch of fancy folks listening to singer-songwriters, and we had a bunch of Texas guys with hole in our jeans and stuff like
But
that.
the
So
funny
we got
thing
out
is
of there.
that place is still
Oh,
the mecca for. I mean, that's like some of
It is.
even some of the young cats. You know, they've heard rumors or whatever. That's like their holy grail.
and what's-
That's where they got to get. We're going to the Mountain of Hollow. Yeah, we're going to the Bluebird. We're going to play.
And you know what's
And
crazy? It's about. Let me think. What it's
That
very
came across really fucking racist when I just said all that.
but it's very small. It's about what CNR.
It's not much bigger than Papa
Yeah,
Joe's.
yeah. There you go. It's about like Papa Joe's size.
tiny, man.
It's tiny.
I
It
watched
very,
that Garth.
but it's
documentary.
legendary.
Oh yeah.
That's how he got big. Was that dude that wrote the dance?
Yeah.
Oh,
Darrell.
really?
Yeah,
I
he was.
think his name was Darrell or something like
yeah,
that.
yeah.
Wow.
Well, no,
But
it's
yeah,
funny.
no,
but
it was, yeah. But he was in there and he was on the list and he played that song and Garth asked him if he could record it and then
Then that guy became a
then there
zillionaire.
was a guy in the audience. I don't know. It was a whole kind of deal. Garth's crazy.
I kind of am on the same thought process with you. You said something about maybe you'd like to be a songwriter.
Yeah.
That's always in my mind, especially as I get older. That's my end game. I don't, I'm too old to be a rock star. I'm 50 years old, or to start being a rock star. There are some out there that have been doing it. Yeah, but they already started that wagon on top of that hill a long time ago. I would rather be the guy that writes the songs that somebody cover, 7 or 8 different artists cover in all these different genres or whatever. Just don't ever sign away the rights and just sit back and collect them checks.
Yes, exactly.
And then have the, to have millions of people, and in some cases billions of people that one person wrote that song. This person covered it. 7 million people have had it played at their weddings or at their graduations or their kids or whatever like that. Those songs are anchored into people's psyche and into their lives. And, somebody like me that plays, say, like Parsons Marina and Whitney or, the Pit Stop in Nullville or something like that.
Right.
Just plays somewhere, plays one of my original songs. It might grab 1 or 2 people. But some young cat gets a hold of that same song, catches it on the right side of the rainbow, and rides that song. I want to be the guy that wrote that song.
Well, you can do it, brother. You're a good songwriter. Let's hear one more from you, brother. My boy Darrell. He said Darrell still exists.
Darrell's just a lot. Well, I wouldn't say he's cooler, but he's he's a little bit more fun to hang out with nowadays because he remembers the conversations that you had. So yeah, I'm gonna.
That means a lot.
Well, it means more to me to do that. And talking about songwriting and stuff like that, it's funny. Out of 4 kids that I've raised, helped raise.
Just a real quick second, Isaac.
Yeah.
One of the cameras that's facing Darrell is about to die.
Oh,
That
that
one
one to the right?
Yeah.
So I'll turn it this way. How about this? How's that?
No, I'm saying the battery's about to run out.
Oh, no, on this one right here?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. How about the one in the front, though? With me and him.
That one's good.
Oh, yes, do that. Yeah, just show that one. That's fine. And now we're about to end it anyway, brother. And I'll move the camera real quick.
Spicer's telling us, "Hey, shut up and play."
There you go. I believe him.
Out of 4 kids that I raised, I've only got 1 musician, and he doesn't even do. He's more about like hip hopish kind of stuff.
Oh, hey, I ain't mad at
and
that.
real melodic,
I ain't
really,
mad at that.
Really
Yes.
ambient kind of music and stuff.
Is that
and-
Mr. Shane?
Yeah, Shane.
That's what's up.
He
I love that
actually-
music.
He actually produced and helped me record at my house. It wasn't this song, I don't believe. It was Yeah, it was Forgive, Forget. It was another song, but
Okay.
this one is. I always introduce this one as this is like the nicest way that you could tell somebody to go to hell.
Okay.
Basically,
Okay.
after me and my wife split, many moons ago, never any ill towards her or anything else like that. Because without her, I wouldn't have the 4 great kids that I have.
Gotcha, brother.
I wouldn't have 20
You got
something years
that.
of memories
Hell yes.
of stuff that we did together. So I will never hold any ill towards her, ever. But it was good fodder to write this song. So.
Dude, real quick, dude, one of the reasons why, there's a few reasons why I'm not playing this much, but one of them is because, man, I've been playing since I was 16, 17 years old every week. And now that the whole COVID thing happened, I've had a lot more family time with my wife. And so that's why I'm slowing down. I forgot, so dude, I fucking love this so much. You know what I'm saying? I have time to gig. I've gigged so many years, but I understand what you're saying, brother.
Yeah.
Family's number one. Family's number one. I'm gonna step right here, mess with this camera while you do that.
All right, cool. So I'm gonna use your chair then to put this on.
Go ahead on, brother. Do what you gotta do.
Probably not gonna be able to hear my voice too well if I'm having to turn my head like this. Yeah, just gotta remember the chords. I haven't played it in about a month, so. I'd hate to be the one to say I told you so, even though we both have proof. But you're the one who carries on like I don't exist, and so it's come to this. Here's the truth. They say a picture's worth 1,000 words, and at times it seems a bit absurd. I hold on till the bitter end. We both save face if we pretend that neither one was doing wrong, that the spark inside is all but gone. I love you till the stars burn out. I'll stay north while you head south. That long to choose a side, a wrong or right, so no one wins. When all is said and done, I think the line was drawn, oh, and trampled on, and we can't pretend. Oh, that a picture's worth 1,000 words, and at times it seems a bit absurd. I hold on till the bitter end. We both save face if we pretend that neither one was doing wrong, that the spark inside is all but gone. I love you till the stars burn out. I'll stay north while you head south. Say a picture's worth 1,000 words, and at times it seems a bit absurd. I hold on till the bitter end. We both save face if we pretend that neither one was doing wrong, that the spark inside is all but gone. I love you till the stars burn out. I'll stay north while you head south.
Yeah.
I always loved that song, brother. That's a great thing. I remember playing that with you back in the days with the before COVID.
Yeah.
So, but dude, I do dig that, brother. You got any shows coming up?
I think my next off day is like after Thanksgiving. I play every Friday and Saturday night from now until then.
This is Labor Day weekend. What you got coming up?
Friday night I'm at Papa Joe's at 8 o'clock. Saturday night I'm at Triple B's in Hewitt.
Oh, great place. Have you had the brisket with the macaroni?
Dude, I'm a fat boy. I eat there every time.
Oh my gosh, I went there this week.
That was negotiated in the price. It's like, well, I'll take less money. You throw in food. So.
Man, we played at what's it called? Bare Bones. In Gatesville.
How was that, brother?
Well, it was hot, but it was great. There's a big crowd there, but I asked people, I go, hey, I need some pictures, you know what I mean?
Right.
And what I didn't take into account was that I was being paid halfway in brisket and every damn picture, man. My shirt was popping.
Oh my!
Damn it, man! But I felt great. Phenomenal, man.
Have you rocking some?
I always
getting down on some ribs, bro.
Any of those places like that, which most of the places that I play that are, if they're a bar and grill, they always throw in a meal or whatever like that.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, what time's the kitchen close?
Right.
So right before you shut everything off, make mine. That way it can go with me because I'm not going to eat it before I play. I'm not going to do that.
I'm not a big drinker, so I always buy. My tab, backyard, I get me a vodka tonic, Corona, because we get a tab over there. Vodka tonic, maybe a Corona, that's ample for me, but give me a grilled chicken sandwich or something.
Yeah.
That's what I do too.
Yeah.
Any
So
gigs?
Friday night is Papa Joe's. Saturday night is Triple B's, and then Sunday I'm playing at Parsons Marina, Shookies at Parsons Marina at Lake Whitney.
Oh, Lake Whitney,
From 7 to
nice.
10 on that one.
Nice. Okay, so
That's a cool new little venue.
Are you right on the water or close to the water?
I think I played there. Their opening. There's some of their tryout day. I don't know, but
I just played there this last Saturday, and then
Yeah.
Sunday morning they're hitting me up going, "Hey,
Nice.
we weren't going to do anything Sunday, but we want you here Sunday."
Yeah.
That's
Play
because
'em
you
like
bring your
that.
party with you,
Yeah.
bro. That's what it is about Darrell. He does bring the party with him. Like I said, dude, one of the best front men I ever played with. So, how about you, brother? Anything coming up?
Let's see. Nothing this weekend. I'm at Parsons Marina. I think next weekend or weekend after, and then I got a few. I'd never do like private deals, but for some reason I got a bunch of private deals.
So pays better.
It does.
You know that, don't you? Please,
Yeah.
please tell me niggas will talk after the podcast.
Yeah.
Private shows are that's like you get your cable TV and you get your on-demand TV. You got to pay for that. So
Yeah.
anyway,
Like I've had maybe like 10 private shows in my life, but for some reason September and October,
well, kick ass, dude.
which isn't bad.
Yes,
Weather's
man.
cooler. People are wanting to do parties at their
Yeah.
houses more.
Also, sometimes you run into connections, all kinds of cool stuff.
Oh yeah,
So you got private parties coming up.
yeah, like barbecue cook-off or something. Once again, let's get fat before we get on stage. God,
Well, this week, this Sunday, I'm having my first right here fight night at the Shack. You know, I'm a big boxing fan.
Oh. And MMA fan.
And MMA fan. And this week I'm having I'm talking about the guy that fought for the American national team. I'm talking about Jaime Lerma, multiple-time champion, and Vernon Big E Lewis. Vernon fought for LFA. Right now he's a policeman in Dallas right now, but he fought for LFA, which is right underneath the UFC. So, I mean, it's going to be a great night. We're going to be watching the Ruiz and Ortiz fight. I'm talking about two Hispanics beating the hell out of each other. Heavyweights. That can't be nothing but fun. Can't be nothing but fun. And that's going to be right here Sunday night when the fight starts. I think it's we might be on about 9 o'clock. And but it's going to be fun. We're just going to be watching the fight, talking about the fight, talking about Jaime in the old days boxing, talking about Vernon Lewis fighting. Is he going to come back? Great heavyweight. We're going to be doing that Saturday, September 4th. Fight night here at the Shack. You going to be here, Lewis?
Saturday is the
hope I'll
3rd.
make it. I'm working Sunday.
Oh, you're working Sunday? Well, it'll be late. How about, are you there about 9 o'clock?
Maybe, I don't know.
Oh, we'll talk about that because I might have some pizza for you.
Yay.
And next week, folks, I'll be having, let me think who I'm going to be having, because I am booked solid. Thank God as far as hearing my podcast, I'm booked solid. Oh, I know who I'm going to be. I forget. I'll put it out tomorrow. But a guy who makes movies and an actor should be fun. They're close. One's close to the coast, one's out of the coast. He's done some great documentaries and indie horror films. Should be fun. His name's Bradley Morris. That'll be next week. And anything else? I guess you'll be working all weekend, right?
Yeah.
So how about you? What are you going to be doing for Labor Day weekend? Any barbecuing also, or no?
I think we'll probably go to West Fest.
Oh,
There's-
hell.
Take your guitar with you. There's supposedly some kind of songwriter circle they've started doing now after everything starts shutting down, like on the middle of the grounds where they're having it. Somebody had posted on, I think JD or somebody had posted something about it today saying, yeah, just look for the lit up place in the middle of it after everything is done.
How about, I know you probably heard of him, Sonny Sauceda, the Tejano dude that's taking over West Texas.
It's awesome. It really is an awesome party. Some of the moves.
He still does that shit. Dude, he's been doing
Yeah,
it. But here's the deal, though, man.
You know, I never thought of
he invented
Fred
that
accordion
shit.
like that.
He, man, okay, I know a lot about Sonny, and I'm trying to get him on here. I know I have a friend of mine who plays bass for him occasionally. So we're in the works about that. Because here's the deal. I know he plays Westfest, but in Tejano, he's kind of a big deal. He started up as a backing musician for a guy named Eddie Gonzalez back in the day. But why he got popular is because whenever he played that accordion, it stood out. It's like, who in the hell is that dude? Whoever that dude's accordion player, that dude, because he invented, there was already a Tejano sound, but he has one that's very sharp, crisp, and he does the whole dance and stuff that goes with it. So anyway, he wound up having another band. He wound up leaving, being a backing musician, to having his own band, where he's still playing accordion and singing, and they're doing Tejano, but that whole accordion sound, the sharpness, the sharpness of the way he does it is like he just does it so rapidly. He invented that sound.
Yeah.
So it's like a staccato attack.
It is. It really is a show to see this dude play.
And that's my kind of stuff, man. It's what my dad.
It's polka on steroids. Am I lying?
You're telling the truth.
Dude.
My dad, my whole life, because we're talking about Dwight Yoakam. There's like that Buenos Noches.
Oh yeah.
Like where he had Flacco on all.
Flacco. That's
My dad
Flacco,
says,
baby.
Son, if you're a white guy with an accordion, people will listen.
They will, dude. If you're a
He's like,
Mexican
put
with
an
an accordion,
accordion in your band.
dude, if you ever want to, I know the guy for you.
Who were those guys that there was like a polka band that played?
Brave Combo.
Yeah, okay.
They're still playing. They're still alive, man. They're like.
They won multiple
Who knows
Grammys.
how old they are.
Multiple Grammys. But here's the reason why. Because how many polka bands are there? Really?
Well, the thing is, they're like a
Weird
party
Al Yankovic.
polka.
Yes.
They're like.
They bring it.
Like Frank Yankovic, he's like straight up polka. These guys are like playing rock and roll chords.
Yes.
I've
And then
watched
busting
them.
into it, yeah.
I
Brave
mean,
Combo.
back when City of Waco used to do Brazos nights and stuff down on the river during 4th of July weekend.
Yes.
And all throughout the summer. And man, I'm going to tell you what. Kids nowadays, whippersnappers, they missed out on some really cool stuff because back when I was young, like in the late 80s, early 90s, City used to go all out for those Brazos nights and stuff like that. And they used to do a laser show on the side of the frickin' Hilton.
Wow, I forgot about that.
Yeah,
Laser, what's it called? Something night or laser night or yes.
But I mean, it was like,
the laser light show or something. Yes.
I mean, people, they missed out on that stuff. And,
They would also do Pink Floyd too with it.
yeah.
Wow.
I mean, you'd have that going on during the summer sounds and stuff like that. And I don't think they really do it as much nowadays. I think it's all pretty much up on the street on the stages now, whereas it used to be down in the amphitheater there. And then the amphitheater that's down by MCC, they do some of that there too. But
Right.
But man, I saw a lot of really good guys that are musicians now that were coming up through the MCC music program, because MCC used to always have like we did and stuff
Right.
too. The music ensemble course, the rock band, country band, stuff like that.
Yes.
Would always play at the Brazos night.
Yes, that's right.
Or,
Yes, all
you
the
know,
time. Yes.
Yeah.
Or that one in Fort Fisher, that
Mhm.
whatever thing. Let me.
Yep.
I have a question for you, and we'll cut it off at this because I can talk forever, as you guys know. I love talking. Anyway, the new Pantera reunion with Zach Wilde and what's his name for the Charlie something for the Anthrax.
Yeah.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing? Me, I think if there's anybody going to replace Darrell, it's
Not a replacement.
it's not a replacement. That's right, not a replacement. Who's going to take his spot in Pantera for that? Just for whatever, it should be Zach Wilde. They were homeboys, and I think if there were ever to be any kind of reunion, that's the cat I would have chosen a long time ago. But is it a good thing? Is it a bad thing? What are your thoughts on it?
Well, honestly, I think it's a good. He's the only one so far that I know of that's him and Benante, the drummer, the ex-Anthrax guy.
Yes.
They're coming at it from with a huge degree of respect.
Yes.
More than anything else, it's not a paycheck.
Right.
I think, in all honesty, my opinion, on Samo and Rex, the bass player.
Yes.
I think they're looking at it more like a paycheck. Now, I think if they're gonna tour with it, I'm all for that. Show respect to the songs, to the to the stuff that was made. But don't call yourself Pantera. You can say a tribute to Pantera. Or
But Phil's there though, and Rex is there, and they. But
no,
Rex is there.
Almost not even a fucking original member.
But
of Pantera.
Rex was.
Yeah, I know. Okay, you got one original member left.
I guess so. You can say that, but you don't say that about.
With Skinner, even though Johnny's.
And that one was just totally ridiculous, though.
My problem with that one is so Johnny does a good job, right? They would have just kept it what it was.
Right.
But my guy, I'm gonna try not to cuss here. My problem is one of my favorite live albums of all time is One More from the Road.
Oh, are you kidding me?
When Ronnie's in
everybody's
there.
favorite fucking live album.
If you go on your phone right now and look up Leonard Skinner live on Apple Music, there's about 15 live albums before that one.
That sucks.
And then there's all these new songs and stuff. That's where I get a little pissy because there's two of them left?
Gary? No. There was just Gary Rosington.
And Gary's the only one left.
Yeah, because the drummer, I forgot the drummer's name. He's alive.
There's Artemis
Paul. He's alive, but he's not in the
guy.
band. Now, there's another guy still left. Because the last guy was a piano player, and he died.
Billy Powell, he died. I don't know if he.
You know what? Then I don't
Gary
know.
Might be the only one, but it's like, okay, they had that one dude that was in the band before the band got popular, and now he's the guitar player, and he looks.
That guy. Yeah, he used to play for.
Yeah.
He also played for the Outlaws, and I guess.
It's like, quit releasing new music and.
I know, and calling it Leonard Skinner.
It's live albums. There's 20 of them, man.
I know that was
I'm not pissing anybody off by saying this, but
I know, but I was a geek dude before. Dude, I sound like I'm flexing, but I'm not. When I was raised out in the country. So when I was a young kid, dude, I was into Led Zeppelin. I was into stuff, but Led Zeppelin, but Leonard Skinner, dude, that was. If you're a country dude back in those days, that was your rock band.
Yeah.
That's just the way it was. If you like country music, because they were as close as you can get to country music.
What are your thoughts on Molly Hatchet?
Oh, I love Molly Hatchet, even though
I don't think there's an original member of that band.
No, there's not.
A couple of the guitars might.
I used to love Molly Hatchet. You know what? Flirting with Disaster is the most commercial tune, but I love that song. Love it.
Were you talking about the country and the respect?
But anyway,
yeah.
Yes, but I agree with you, brother. It's just, man, I would just say call it a tribute to Leonard Skinner. But in the Pantera thing, here's the deal, though. I know Phil Anselmo was not the original member, but let me say, he was part of the Pantera sound when it meant something.
Yeah.
The other guy was an 80s rocker guy. Yeah. When Phil Anselmo came, bam. But that's the final piece of the puzzle.
It's like the dude for ZZ Top right now that filled in for Dusty.
But they're not going to be writing anything anymore. Yeah, but they're not going to write anything anymore.
Let him fill it. He was a part of it. He's not some hired hotshot. You know, he was.
But yeah, but of course
He's the
Billy's
guy
Billy
that's
though.
there
Billy can call it
the whole
ZZ Top,
time.
but
Yeah.
Billy can call it ZZ Top still because it's Billy's deal.
Yeah.
That's why it can still be called that. You know.
Yeah, it's not the moving sidewalks,
Yeah, right.
which was what they were originally called.
Right. That's right. That's right.
But yeah, you know, if you, as long as it's done with a bit of respect and in good taste and not just a fucking paycheck, I'm all
Yeah,
for it.
and like you said, I forget his name, Charlie something for the Anthrax. What's his last name?
Benante or
And, yeah, and of course Zach Wild, the great Zach Wild. They said that is totally going to be totally respectful, and but they can also see why they call it Pantera. They can also the same reasons why I gave you, but put it this way: if they come close enough to where I can see them, which is A Town or D Town, I might go
yeah.
because that's when else am I going to see Pantera? I missed out. I was such a dumbass thinking Eddie Van Halen was going to be around forever. I never saw that. So if something like that happens, I'm going to go. I mean, I was fortunate enough to see, you know, Los Lobos and Metallica. I always wanted to see those guys a song. But Pantera, I always wanted to see those guys. So if they come around, I might go check those dudes out.
Yeah.
But anyway, folks, September 4th, this coming Sunday, Jaime Lerma, Vernon, Big E. Lewis, fight night here at the Shack. Darrell's going to be at Papa Joe's.
Papa
Whitney
Joe's Friday,
Friday.
Triple B Saturday, Parsons Marina Sunday.
Brit Kerr's going to be doing some private parties, and also, what else?
I got I think it's 2 weeks. Parsons Marina.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll be at West Fest this weekend.
And West Fest.
It's either I think it's the 17th, the Saturday the 17th. I think is when I saw that you're playing there.
It's like, I think it's the second week. Yeah.
But anyway, man, of course, brother, I love you, dude.
Right.
Thank you for doing this.
Y'all get out there and support local music, no matter what, man.
That's exactly right, brother. Thank you for doing it, brother. Like I said, I always loved you. I love you even more like that. You're just a winner, brother. You're killing it right now. And dude, I love the fact that you look rejuvenated. You know, you really do, brother. And dude, it's nice meeting you, Mr. Brit. Thank you for doing this, man. Like I said, I can talk to you all day long, but I don't want to do that to you because I know you're a youngin'. You got a couple of beers to drink after here. But thank you for doing it, brother, and I'll call you back again.
Yes, sir. Sounds good.
Be sure to check me out next week. I know I have Bradley Morris, and I forget what the other gentleman's name is, but it's going to be fun. Be sure to like and share. Peace out.
Hopefully we get Willie Nelson.